over newly promoted Lecce last weekend. Robin Gosens has been moved to the bench, so Alessandro Bastoni comes into the back three alongside Stefan De Vrij and Milan Skriniar, with Federico Di Marco moving to the left wing-back position. On the other flank is the other change. Denzel Dumfries, the match winner from last weekend, replaces Matteo Darmian. They'll be providing the service for Lautaro Martinez and Romelu Lukaku. As for Spezia, the atmosphere, it's not quite full just yet, but Spezia get us on. Varela straight away finding Çalhanoğlu. Touch just lets him down, and there's a chance for a beautiful first-time ball to try and release the Dutchman Dumfries.
He's offside, yard box.
Çalhanoğlu lifting it into that danger zone, but it's going to go all the way through.
Winning at home against Empoli.
Salah
Here
just
tonight,
lifting
they're
it.
not expected to.
There's Lukaku in behind, forward up to the halfway line, but he's got to get back. Di Marco trying to pull it back, fronts it off. Dumfries look to drill it in low. Too many white shirts in the. Something for Di Marco to chase, and Jesse, just in a spot of bother, has to go back to his goalkeeper, who just hoofs. Bastoni looking for opportunities. Spezia just trying to. Çalhanoğlu went. Lovely 1-2 to give himself a bit more space down at the byline. It's nodded behind nervily for a corner. Swirling one into the heart of the 18.
Talk about the back three, but Brozovic is the man they really missed if he's out.
Last weekend. Lautaro Martinez trying to change that this evening and forces another good save from Dronkowski. The flanks, but they're going to have to be really disciplined, you feel, tonight, the wingers for Spezia, in getting back and doing the defensive duties. Salah wins a corner. And the Dutch winger into the box, out of bounds almost all the way through. Di Marco trying. Di Marco whips it in, headed away only as far as Bastoni, who whipped in towards the heart of the 18.
To Inter, and Inter one of the biggest spending.
Cut off at the vital moment. Because of the riches that they have compared to so many others. Putting in a good shift. Flag staying down for the moment for Lautaro Martinez. Towards the heart of the 6-yard box. The header isn't exactly a clear one. That's a lovely knockdown for Lukaku, who's trying to force his way through now. Throw into the forward, who tried to strike it on the turn and
holding the line well, squeezing the game together. I think it.
Varela trying the lovely outside of the boot ball, wasn't quite pinpointed. Lukaku uses his shoulder. Jesse. Salah takes the return pass. He's just about able to keep it in as well. Head towards. Now, was there enough of a shove there from the... It's going to be a difficult position to create anything if Bastoni had got there with two defenders around him and not... Chelsea and Liverpool linked to Nicolo Barella. Of 65 million euros, now Inter asking for 90. Struck from Brozovic, he's still going to bounce all the way through. Lautaro Martinez, it's the side netting, not the back of the net.
Well, it's a really good punch from the goalkeeper in the first place, but...
Lurking towards that far post, it's into his vicinity, and he got the touch on it. Varela searching for Lukaku. That's the nod down to the Argentinian. That's pinpoint perfection from three playmakers in this Inter side, and the trio combined perfectly.
Wonderful goal. I mean, the movement from Lukaku.
Pretty much all four sides of San Siro, and Agadello seems it's searching towards this near side of the field. Not the finished article yet as well. That's not a good defensive header. Martinez can't keep it down once more. Dumfries winning the aerial battle. Another good op over. Sandro Bastoni giving it to Di Marco, who goes down and hits the deck. Can he provide the service? Lukaku's waiting for Dumfries' pass, and instead he went for goal himself. Will be exactly that. Absolutely no room to work in. Brozovic pulling the trigger. It's still good. Everybody's getting old. Lukaku trying to get onto it, off the crossbar. Beautiful delivery to pick out Lukaku. 2-0. This game, no need really for Simone Inzaghi to change anything. Inter get us underway for the second half, kicking from right to left on your lovely ball from Lautaro Martinez to find DiMarco, feeding it inside as well, looking for Çalhanoğlu.
Needs to change anything drastically, especially if they get the second goal, but sometimes it's good to change formations and ask your question.
DiMarco just lurking on the edge of the area, if anything might drop that. DiMarco will take instead after the failed attempt from Çalhanoğlu. Opens up a bit more space. Salah trying. Lautaro Martinez and Lukaku in the box. Jacopo Salah. This one bolster that front line. On himself instead. Struck from Çalhanoğlu. It fell to him kindly. That is the second early in this second half. That is an important goal for Inter to double their advantage. And Hakan Çalhanoğlu with another strike from outside the 18-yard box. Straight on the front foot again. Keeper's going to calm and collect. Italian football. Just can't be threaded through that by Alessandro. Be forced through and immediately see one of their former players lining up against them. SPEZlA looking for a quick reply. Chassis. It's a nice idea, but there was nobody. Marco. Back in, but too close to the cut. And it's wasted. Barella skips away from one challenge. Just can't find Dumfries with the pass inside. The Jets on. There are more goals to be had. And there's almost no need to. Retza runs out of room very quickly. Bastoni behind him calling for it. He's been able to feed it in towards 30 p.m. Napoli take on newly promoted Monza. Lukaku just can't stretch onto that. The Argentinian. Çalhanoğlu. Barella gives possession back to SPEZlA. Zola doing his best to try and put off the defenders. He's caught heavily in the starting 11 tonight. But I'm sure they were very pleased to see Simone Inzaghi's team sheet before the start of the Dzeko. Trying to find Lautaro Martinez. Flag staying down for the moment. Edin Dzeko just going to ricochet off the defender and over the head of Serie A. Topped off slightly in the second half of the campaign at home and abroad. And very much, I think, the fans are in the side of that near post. There's a lot of pushing and pulling, and that's going to fall down to be struck on the top of the 6-yard box, and it was Gosens. Better one-touch football, making a little pass through the middle of the knock over the
Deep either. I think that's something they could look at.
Strelets just trying to forward roll here. Christoph with the quick throw. Once the keeper did almost all the hard graft, pulls it back. Joaquin Correa just has to pass it into the net. 3-0 Inter. And it's another Argentinian on the score sheet, but the name is Joaquin Correa.
না না আমার কোনো সমস্যা নেই। সবাই ভালো থাকবেন, সুস্থ থাকবেন, আমার জন্য একটু দোয়া করবেন যাতে আমার ভবিষ্যৎ জীবনটা অনেক সুন্দর হয়, সুন্দরভাবে সাজাতে পারি, এই সমস্যা যাতে কাটিয়ে আমি ভালোভাবে একটা পজিশনে উঠতে পারি।